Let's begin the journey of the world of polymers. Talk number.
નમસ્તે મિત્રો, હું દેવાંગ પ્રજાપતિ ઉપનિષદ સાયન્સ એકેડમી લીમખેડાથી આપ સૌ ઘરે બેઠા રસાયણ વિજ્ઞાનના વિડીયો જોઈ શકો એના માટે મારી ચેનલને સબસ્ક્રાઇબ કરો. ચેનલનું નામ છે દેવાંગ સર કેમિસ્ટ્રી.
Hello friends, I Devang Prajapati from Upanishad Science Academy Limkheda. Okay, for standard 12, the chapter number 15, that is the world of polymer. Okay, stock number 3 today, which we are going to do. Okay, and which will be starting from the NCERT page number 430 to 433. उसके पेज नंबर है 430 से स्टार्ट करके 433. Okay, so let's start. So first what we are going to do, that is the high density polythene. Okay, HDP, it is called as an high density polythene, which is called as HDP. So it is formed when the addition polymerization of ethene takes place, okay, in a hydrocarbon solvent in the presence of catalysts such as triethyl aluminum and titanium tetrachloride, which is togetherly is known as an Ziegler-Natta catalyst. Okay, togetherly it is known as an Ziegler-Natta catalyst. Okay, at a temperature, again the temperature is 333 to 343 Kelvin temperature under a pressure of 6 to 7 atmospheric pressure. Okay, so these three conditions, my dear students, you have to remember. Okay, the one that is a Ziegler-Natta catalyst, second that is 333 to 343 Kelvin temperature, and the third one that is the 6 to 7 atmospheric pressure. Okay, so you'll be getting the high density polythene. Okay, then high density polythene again. So high density polythene HDP thus produced consist of the linear molecules of the high density due to the close packing. Because of the close packing, the density will be high. Okay, it is also chemically inert and more tough and hard. Chemically inert means it does not react with the any other chemicals. Okay, it is used for manufacturing of buckets, dustbins, bottle and pipes, etc. Okay, then next one, that is the Teflon. You can also call it as a polytetrafluoroethene. Okay, you can also call it is as a PTFE, polytetrafluoroethene. Okay, so let's start. Teflon is manufactured by heating of tetrafluoroethene with a free radical or persulfate catalyst at a high pressure. Okay, again it is a chemically inert. It is resistant to attack by corrosive reagents, means it is chemically inert. Okay, then it is used in making of oil seals and the gaskets. Okay, and also used for the non-stick surface coated utensils. Okay, in kitchen utensils it is going to come. Okay, then ethene, already we are aware. In ethene, here H is there at both the places, CH2 double bond CH2. Instead of taking ethene, we have to take the tetrafluoroethene. Okay, catalyst and high pressure. Okay, the bond is going to dissociate. Okay, half of the part is going to go on the left hand side, half will be on the right hand side, and you will be getting the Teflon. Okay, so this is got the Teflon. Then pan. Okay, it is not the eating one. Okay, the polyacrylonitrile. Okay, it's not pan masala one. The addition of polymerization of acrylonitrile in the presence of peroxide catalyst leads to the formation of polyacrylonitrile. Okay, so the polyacrylonitrile is used in the substitute for wool in the making commercial fibers as Pollon and acrylic. Okay, so it is used as a substitute. Okay, in polyvinyl chloride, where chlorine is there, if you keep CN, cyanide, okay, then it will become the pan, that is the polyacrylonitrile. Okay, then the next one, that is the condensation polymerization of one step of the step growth polymerization. There are two names of this. Okay, one that is the condensation polymerization, second that is the step growth polymerization. Okay, so condensation polymerization means what? Okay, this type of polymerization generally involves a repetitive condensation reaction between the bifunctional monomers. Okay, then these polymerization reactions may result in the loss of some molecules such as water, alcohol, hydrogen chloride, etc., and lead to the formation of high molecular mass condensation polymers. Okay, then for example, they have given that is the ethylene glycol, that is the ethane 1,2-diol. Okay, and terphthallic acid, that is called as an benzene 1,4-dicarboxylic acid. There are two names of this. Okay, ethylene glycol, the IUPAC nomenclature is ethane 1,2-diol, and terphthallic acid, the IUPAC nomenclature is benzene 1,4-dicarboxylic acid. Okay, how, see here, CH2OH, CH2OH. Okay, that is the ethane 1,2 diol. Okay, benzene 1,4 dicarboxylic acid shows the structure of benzene, and 1 and 4 number you will be having dicarboxylic acid. Okay, so now from here, okay, there is a removal of, okay, you can see over here, from here H, from here H, from here also H, from here OH, from here OH. Okay, so OH from here, OH from here, H from here, and H from here. Okay, so HOH will be getting HOH, will be getting H2O. Okay, and the both will combine and you'll be getting pteryline or Dacron. Okay, then the polyamides. Okay, so these polymers possessing amide linkages are the important example of the synthetic fibers and termed as nylons. Okay, nylon is the example of it. The general method of preparation consists of the condensation polymerization of the diamines with the dicarboxylic acid. Okay, these already we have done. Okay, hexamethylene diamine and ADP as an example you have to take it. Okay, then nylon 6,6. Okay, it is prepared by the condensation polymerization of hexamethylene diamine, just now I said, and adipic acid. Okay, under the high pressure and high temperature. Okay, here it is there is a spelling yes, adipic acid. Okay, adipic acid and hexamethylene diamine. Okay, so adipic acid, you can see over here CH2 4 times, and both the sides carboxylic acid, and hexamethylene diamine 6 times CH2, and both the sides will be having the NH2. Okay, from here there will be removal of H, from here OH and OH, loss of NH2O it would be there. Okay, so this is what the nylon 6,6. Okay, then nylon 6, see, nylon 6,6 and nylon 6 both is different. Okay, this is obtained by the heating of caprolactam. Now caprolactam means what? Okay, you can see it over here, CH2 5 times. Okay, CH2 5 times, and then CONH will be here. So this would be the caprolactam heating at 533 to 543 Kelvin temperature. Okay, in presence of water, and you'll be getting the nylon 6. Okay, the breakdown will be there from here, and both will be connected. Sorry, not connected, disconnected. Okay, half will be here, half will be here, and then it would be in the n times. Okay, so where it is used, tire cords, fabrics, and ropes. Okay, so this is what the nylon 6. Okay, then polyester. So these are the polycondensation products of dicarboxylic acid and diols. Okay, these already we have done, hexamethylene, this ethane 1,2 diol and terphthalic acid. Okay, Dacron, pteryline is the best known example of polyesters. Okay, it is manufactured by heating of mixture of ethylene glycol and terphthalic acid at 420 to 460 Kelvin in the presence of zinc acetate antimony trioxide as a catalyst, as per the reaction given earlier. Now which reaction it would be? Okay, see this reaction, you can see this one, ethylene glycol. Okay, let's move. So polyester Dacron fiber is crease resistance and used in the blending with the cotton wool and the fibers. Okay, also as a glass reinforcing in materials like the safety elements, etc. It can be used as for the polyester. Then the next one, that is phenol formaldehyde polymer, bakelite. Okay, the phenol formaldehyde polymers are the oldest synthetic polymers. Okay, these are obtained by condensation polymer reaction of phenol with the formaldehyde in the presence of either acid or base catalyst. Okay, phenol with the formaldehyde, you can see over here, this is phenol. This one is the phenol formaldehyde, CH2O. Okay, instead of writing HCHO, they have written CH2O, formaldehyde. Okay, and you'll be getting the one intermediate, and then again see intermediate, the name, that is the ortho or parahydroxyphenol, ortho or parahydroxymethyl phenol derivatives. Okay, you'll be getting, and then again it is going to link with the CH2 groups. Okay, and you'll be getting the Novolec. Okay, and these Novolec can be used as a paint. Okay, Then Novolec on the heating with the formaldehyde undergoes the cross linkage and it is going to form the bakelite. Okay, the uses of the bakelites are comms, photograph recording, okay, electrical switches and the handles of the various utensils. Okay, then see, you can see over here it's CH2, 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 it is infused. One Novolec will be infused with the another Novolec. Okay, the next one, that is melamine formaldehyde polymer. Melamine formaldehyde polymer is formed by condensation polymerization of melamine and formaldehyde. Okay, and it is used in the manufacture of unbreakable crockery. Okay, how it is going to prepared, you can see over here. First melamine will be there. Melamine means what? Three places NH2, NH2, NH2 and three places nitrogen, nitrogen, nitrogen in benzene ring. That is considered to be the melamine. React with the formaldehyde, okay, and intermediate resin is going to form, okay, where the only changes will be in the NH2 over here, NHCH2OH you will be getting. Intermediate resin, the polymerization reaction will be taking place and you will be getting the melamine polymer. The loss of H from here, H from here, from here OH, and you will be getting the melamine polymer. Okay, so this is what the today's lecture. Okay, thank you.